a behavior change or behavior development approach designed to address a balance of three areas: knowledge, attitude, and skill. Life skill is very important ability of the children to maintain for future development. Another very important life skill is all about resilience.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Great Principles. I am Seema Chhoriya and I present you another insightful session today. We must prepare the path for the child. We must prepare the child for the path, not the path for the child. How can we do that? Well, by focusing on life skill, we can just do that in right manner. We'll be talking more about the importance of life skill and financial literacy, how schools and parents can collaboratively ensure that these basic skills are being imbibed in their child. Joining me in conversation is my very devoted educator of the day, Mr. Sanjay Nandi. He is principal of Podar International School, Kalyan. He'll be talking about more on this topic and sharing his thoughts and sharing his experience on the same. Welcome to Great Principles, sir. I'm really honored to have you with me today.
Hello, welcome, ma'am, and thanks to invite me for the session. And I hope it is a great platform and a lot of experienced educator, parents, students, and the community members, stakeholders are witness for the program.
So we are very privileged to have you today. And before we dig into for the today's very interesting and very important topic of life skills, first let us know a little about you. So what has been your journey, and which skill do you think you learned in your childhood is helping you today in your career? So let's hear it from you first.
Yes, ma'am. I am born and brought up at Calcutta. After completing my master degree, I joined in Calcutta University as a guest lecturer in the subject economics. I was doing part time as a Kendriya Vidyalaya teachers as well. After our marriage, we shifted to Lucknow for 3 years and then moved to Mumbai. In 2006, I joined in Ramratna International School, one of the prominent CBSE board residential school. I joined as a PGT Economics. Next year, got a promotion as a head of the Department of Commerce and Economics. I was there for 3 years. In year 2009, I joined in BD Sumani as a IB faculty. You probably all know the renowned school BD Sumani. In 2010, I joined in Podar Education Network as a head of the department in Santa Cruz branch, IB and Cambridge, which is heading by Dr. Mrs. Bandana Lula. She grown mom, she given me the shape, and due to her blessing and support and non-stop feedback, uh, and even promotion in next year in Kalyan school, I am here today. My journey in education started since as an aim in my mind since childhood. In our curriculum, we had work education, work experiences, where I had taken uh, the literacy program to spread literacy campaign or awareness among small children. So through that experience, the journey for educationist has started, and that is in my standard ninth, 10th grade, where I used to teach small children of orphanages or unprivileged society members. And from that journey, I thought that yeah, I can able to make a mark on education or the community through contribution. So it is that time in the year I think 1991 the journey began. I never realized that I am being a teacher or in the community support person will be flourishing or growing with the other support of community members. But this is the destiny. Uh, Continuing that 1991, probably this is more than 30 years. But professionally, after completing my masters, I started full fledged in Calcutta University. That is my around 24, 25 years completed so far. Not only that, being that time I got a lot of exposures and I completed my MBA in education management. recently MA in education, and I'm pursuing my PhD on the similar topic where we have chosen the life skill and the importance of financial literacy in school level.
Wow. Sir, hearing you, what was the best part of your journey that even 3 decades back, also, there was learning by doing kind of experience that you got in your school. Because, when you as you mentioned that there was the teaching program in your school, literacy program, which you joined, and that is the inspiration that you opted for being an educationist today. So, this is something that even in those days when these kind of programs were running, then why not today? We can have much more better programs wherein we can help the students to decide which career path they want to opt for. Because when you get that kind of experience, you get inspired and then you focus and work for it, right? So,
Yes, ma'am.
so,
True.
sir, as you are doing your MEd also and PhD in the similar topic, let us now discuss more about the very important life skills. So, many of the people are not yet aware of life skills. For them, literacy skills is only what is all required. But yet, that is the reason that we find so many people literate yet unemployed. So, sir, please explain us what is this life skill, how it will help the child to stay in his career focused in future and grow in any challenging situation also. And how is this financial literacy programs? Many a time we just run away by the word money, and you don't talk about much about money at school level, not at as per mathematics questions, as per investing, making profits. So let's dig into the topic of the day.
Uh, in my experiences, I found that as a parent and as a community member, we are always not open with the children to discuss with our financial planning, our income, our expenses, our daily budget, how much we are able to save as a daily part. Sometimes parents are reserved not to share those all open that major secret of family with the children. Probably they'll be able to not able to digest properly, or properly not able to give the justification of it. Probably they're always scared. So from this point, we thought that why not have something which at least going to help all the entire community. When we started doing research, we found that UNESCO, they already given a lot of positive thoughts for life skills. They said a behavior change or behavior development approach designed to address a balance of three areas: knowledge, attitude, and skill. Similarly, WHO in 1993, they recognized that life skill is very important ability of the children to maintain for future development. But as an educational point of view, I thought that let's define life skill in differently. Life skill education would place as a pathway to growth and development. It is the process enabling us to lead our lives as effectively and efficiently as possible. It prepares individual to live life independently and productively within a society. So here I wanted to emphasize productively and independently. That is very important, because what actually happened, the financial literacy or meaning of money and similar aspect, we come to know in graduation or probably in post graduation, in broader sense, when we are managing our own family. Ultimately, nobody taught us what is mutual fund, what is share, what is debenture, and how to manage, what is the pocket money, how much we should spend from pocket money. Nobody taught us in our childhood. Now the beauty is we wanted to use the money throughout our life, but nobody is there to teach us. Now, how to handle the society? At that time, we reached the understanding of money and how importance of the money playing a role in uh, people's development. They are already 30s or 40s, so they spent around half part of the life. So if the children who are 12, 13, 14, probably 15, then come to know the basic details of it, then they can do more justice. And as an economics and management background, I would say that a well informed citizen will inform financial management or financial literate person able to manage the economic more well, beautifully.
True. Very
The
true.
objective behind the as an economist, they could able to understand where to invest, where not to invest, what are the preventive measures they should take before taking any step of investment, mutual fund or other uh, intermediary subsidies which is always publishing by government, and what to avoid. There is nothing called short term gain. How to avoid those part, not to interfere or involve much in those short term capital gains which are at least going to not going to help the economy further, not individuals even. So those are very important component that after that I took the few of the case studies of different country and found it is really important. It is really important for school student to understand what is money, what is basic financial literacy. We probably all literate in terms of writing, signing and calculation, but financial literacy is still away from our country. As per Reserve Bank, as per the SEBI resource person said, 73% of Indian are not financially literate. 73%. It is a huge number.
Yeah.
So when we started studying and doing R&D about the financial literacy, we found the school students are the best where how to nurture, how to give the basic education. And this basic education manual guidance already provided by RBI. We search, we doing research to find out what is the best material, and we found many of RBI's guidelines which are really good in school level to talk into. Now
Correct.
then we found another very interesting story. RBI and other market regulators, they found National Council of Financial Literacy, and they are started giving awareness of Money Smart School, where they wanted to introduce Money Smart curriculum from grade 6 onwards, one lecture per day and one lecture per week, sorry. And then at the end they will be evaluating through a short test, and then they will be giving the certification to the schools. We are one of the finest school who are having Money Smart's curriculum since 2016. Until we are continuing, we are expecting that children should be able to spend only 30 minutes in a week time, and they should be able to understand the basic purpose of their pocket money, how to save, how to spend, what is basic terms of insurance, what is basic terms of dividend, what is mutual fund, how to be active in different regulations, maybe digital market area or other non-financial and non-financial products. And this basic education they are learning more happily. We conduct a bank visit for them, where bank managers or their representative explain each and every functions of bank, and they learn more outside the classroom environment. And we believe that this program is really beautiful to taking children to the next level. And
So,
this is the right platform, Miss Sima. This is the right platform to spread this awareness that how life skill and financial literacy can go hand in hand to make the life of the children more prosperous and better. Over to you.
absolutely, sir. This step of RBI is certainly very, very thoughtful. And they have already published the books on financial literacy, or some I can't recall exactly their somewhat Pocket Money Workbook. Yeah, that was the book name which they have already introduced in NCERT syllabus, and I think that's a very good step taken, and it must be adopted by all the board. Because as you rightly said, till the time you understand the value of money, you're already you have spent your half the life. So there is no point by learning by making losses and then learning. Rather, you understand first only beforehand. So this kind of curriculum designing is required in other boards also, and already framework is ready. All we can do is just to adapt that kind of framework, and it would be really helpful, sir, because there are so many children and so many challenges in life which are unexpected. You never know, what life will throw on, and at a very young age, you need to restart everything. So this program is very essential, and so you have brought in some very, very important points here. So I would also like to know from you, will something like this work? Someone came up with this proposal to me, like there is model UN programs you must have heard about in schools. So somewhere, model investing programs wherein children are actually investing and understanding that, okay, this is what I have gained and this is what I have lost. Will something like this, develop more interest for them in this subject?
See, certainly, like a model United Nation, we can have model investment plan, but here we have to take parents together.
Yeah.
Below 18 in India, any type of investments are not acceptable, not allowed, authorized by Government of India. So in that case, we can have some investment proposal with parents' name, jointly operating and managing. And in
Mhm.
that case, they can have a small investment plan and proposals. Many of the children nowadays have a junior bank account
Yeah.
along with their parent. That is allowed. Similarly, the investment proposal along with the parent could be a first person, no, and student could be the second name holders and account holder. In that way, it can be opened and it can be executed. We should know the power of compounding.
Absolutely.
Today, the 50 rupee, if somebody investing and continuously investing 50 rupee, how much it will be carrying them when they will be at the age of 20 or 28. That power of
Yeah.
compounding is having a
Absolutely.
magical role for multiplying the investment proposals. By the time we learn, we are half of the life is spent. But our children should be learning it in early age so that they can wisely take a decision with financial regulations and able to control their financial purchasing power or investment plans. That is our major objective.
Absolutely, sir. And when you mention about the power of compounding, I'm the very hardcore believer in that. It is not only in financial aspect, rather in every aspect of life, you will feel this power of compounding. Because one exercise which I do regularly, or something which I've done regularly over and over and again, no one will be able to beat me in that. So that is the magical power of compounding, which we actually don't, many of us don't even calculate on that. So when we recall what is that one thing which I've done from my childhood repetitively, because that was the compounding effect of it, every day small progress, and finally you see, oh, this is where I've reached, and no one can hold my hand. So power of the compound effect, there is one book by Darren Hardy, I think, which is an amazing book which everyone must read, and once you read that, you decisions of your life will change. That is the magic of that book. So this I think for students, we all must realize what is that one skill that you can do every day, maybe even just 5 minutes if you devote for that. I'm sure once you do it a number of times, you will master that, and this is how you will learn compound effect. So sir, we will have we got a lot of insights from you today. It was very interesting discussion, sir. Thank you so much for your time with us. Sir, is there anything else that you would like to talk about apart from financial literacy on other life skills, and which other life skills you think is equally essential?
Uh, Financial literacy not only important in the day-to-day life, it is also important for people to start up their businesses. But except financial literacy, there is another very important life skill is all about resilience. The COVID situation, lockdown situation taught us one very important that how you should be resilient, how should you should be keep calm yourself. With there are probably even though there are many disturbances everywhere, but resilience should be the very important skill along with life skill should be incorporated and taught in school level. So in that case, Our students are the privileged one, where we try to give the concept of how to do meditation, how to do mind mapping, and how to do recapitulations of all the informations that you learned every day. So that is one of the very important life skill. And I believe not only financial literacy, but internal happiness also equally important for everyone. Financial
Absolutely.
literacy is a part of how money should take care of, but in the same way, your inner happiness is equally important. Over to
Very
you.
true. Very true, very true. So once you know that, yes, this is where I can make money and this is where my money will be safe and stable, you definitely get settled in your life. And as Sir mentioned, inner happiness is most important. So, yes, to all my dear viewers, focus on these three important skills. Ensure that you're happy in each phase of your life. Be resilient. That is, you need to bounce back whatever challenges life throw back to you. It's up to you how much focused you are to make a comeback. And yes, financial literacy, Saras shared a lot on it today. Do hear it out and understand how you can implement similar kind of courses in your school too. So thank you so much, Sanjay sir. It was really a very enriching session today. We really appreciate your time and I hope your words resonate far and wide in the world of education.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, viewers, for watching patiently. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Miss Shima, for bringing this platform to us.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir.